To bude paráda.
Kokos extrém. Dobre.
This is the most ordinary village street you can imagine, but hundreds of tourists pass through this street into the beautiful nature that way. The guy who owns this garage approached me and asked me, "Can you make this street special? It's an entry point into a village. Make tourists excited about their visit by painting my garage wall." Let's try to do that. So, let's see what we are working with here. Straight from the beginning, I want to mention that this is not a paid commission. I'm painting this wall because I really like the idea and I think it's gonna make a cool video. This is the whole house. And the most tricky part about this whole project is that it's the location of the wall. This is a small village. We can even call it suburbs. People live here in family houses, and painting murals in suburbs is rather difficult. How do I know that? Well, because I already painted a mural in suburbs. I'm talking about this mural right here on this very classic suburban long gray fence. When I look at the design, I like it. I try to use local theme, local animals, local plants, but when I zoom out and I look at it from, complex perspective, yeah. Let's put it this way, the mural simply doesn't fit into this environment. It's too colorful, the composition is all over the place, it's cartoonish. What am I gonna do this time? And make it not cringy. My main idea is that I'm gonna respect the architecture. Look at this house. We have square garage door, we have square gate, we have another square fence, which is made of more little squares, angular stuff. So my idea is, instead of painting this whole wall with some painting and just filling all this space with something, my idea is to put the mural into a sort of frame, something like this. I just put another square shape into a composition full of square shapes to make it cohesive. Now, some of you might argue that this is gonna just look like a billboard. I want to avoid this billboard look by choosing the right colors. Look at this. If I make the square grayish, boom, cohesive. When you don't see the house directly, you see it in the corner of your eye. This doesn't scream, "Look at me!" or chaos. I still don't know whether you know what I mean. I'm not looking just at the mural, I'm looking at the whole house as a one big canvas. I was also thinking about using green to fit in with the green field that is next to the house. I haven't decided yet. But what am I actually going to paint there? The wall is located in a small village called Gajari. It's right on the border with Austria. The main landmark of the village is a church from 16th century. But that's not all what this village has to offer. There is beautiful nature all around it. Fields, forests, rivers, ponds. Oh yeah, and these bunkers from the Soviet era. Back then, this village was right on the edge between the west and east. So, what am I actually going to paint? You're gonna see at the wall. Yeah, he's looking. People don't know who the hell I am. But yeah, I'm gonna use this VR headset to project my design on this wall so I know the proportions. It's the very same thing as using a projector. However, I can use it during a sunny day, which is mwah! If you are skeptical and you say that this is not art anymore, I recorded a video about this thing and about the whole drama around it, so you can check it out, it's in the description below. Anyways, most of my past projects were in offices with AC, ventilated air, but this one, nah-ah. It's about 32 degrees outside, sun is shining. It's gonna be a tough one. Actually, it's gonna be a lot worse than I anticipated, but more about that later. so hot that this camera is getting overheated, so I give it a cap. To be completely honest, this VR, this is my third project with it, and it's amazing, but it's not as precise as a projector. The design can move a little. In this particular case, I'm just doing very rough marks on the wall to get myself oriented, because the design I have planned, well, I haven't planned it 100%. I'm gonna be creating it on the wall as I paint. All right. My head hurts. Oof. 5 minutes later. All right, the headache is gone. I guess it was because of the VR. This is how my rough sketch looks like. There is a problem I noticed. This wall right here, it has a different color than the actual garage. In the morning sun, the difference was barely visible. But now, it's there, and I can't live with it. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna mix pure white with tiny little bit of black. It's pretty close. It's definitely better than the yellow, but that socket there, it's dark gray. It's so hot, the colors are drying literally instantly. Offices certainly have their charm. For some reason, this took me 1.5 hours. Welcome to the day number 2. Yesterday I have made a pretty major newbie mistake. I did not protect myself against the sun, so I got sunburned pretty bad. But that ain't happening today. Got long sleeves, neck protection, sunscreen, and this. This is just for ventilation purposes. The downside is that I look like a complete idiot. Oh yeah, and if my nose sounds a little bit stuffy, it is. It's almost completely blocked because I have allergies. Apparently, one of these thousands of plants over here in this field irritates me, which is great. One advantage of painting with rollers is that I paint high, right? The terrain is terrible for a ladder. With rollers, you reach there without a need for a ladder. Okay, I need sunglasses. Hey, buddy. I know it's hot, but don't worry about him. The car is well ventilated, right? He would complain. Oh yeah, now the sunscreen is everywhere. God damn it! Anyways, I truly believe that murals can completely change the feeling of a street like this one and many other places, but painting them for free, not sustainable. If you think about it, this project should be financed by the village. Sure, this is a private wall, but the mural is for everyone passing by. I could have approached the village with a proposal, but it would need to convince them it's worth spending money on, instead of spending it on roads, for example. I should have approached them, but I got scared that I will waste a lot of my time only to hear that their budget is limited. I painted a lot of projects for schools, cities, organizations, and the budget is almost always a problem. They want the art, but funding is many times missing. How to solve this? Well, you are watching the solution right now. You are the solution. By watching this video, you are making painting murals like this one possible. This video earns money from YouTube. Potentially it could be sponsored. It's not, but the future ones might be. And that creates an opportunity to paint murals not only for businesses with budgets, but also for communities and non-profit organizations, which is great, but I need to be careful. Muralists still fight with this stigma that they do what they do because they love it, and so they can do it for free, or for the materials, which is completely ridiculous. It's like saying that you will buy bricks and the bricklayer will build your house for free. So every time I resolve a funding of a project on my own, I make sure that all the people involved know that I did that and that otherwise they would need to pay this much money. In most of my murals, my main medium is spray paint. But recently, I started to enjoy painting with brushes and rollers a lot more. No toxic fumes, great control, unlimited mixing possibilities. I kinda love it. Alright, here is the thing. I need to quit, at least for today, because it's a lot of things, but mainly I have my designs only in my phone and I just can't see it there. It's just... I tried to be responsible and print it out, but my printer did not really work, so I thought that I'm gonna manage it without a printed design. But it's just... the colors are drying like instantly. I can keep spraying them with water, but I need a printed design. Yeah. Oh boy. So it's the next day, and as you can... insect. Anyways, as you can see, I upgraded my outfit even more. Long trousers. I also bought this. Another upgrade. It's already almost 5 p.m. Yeah, that should help with the heat, although so far, I don't think so. In terms of the actual content of the painting, you can see that I decided to go with the church and the landscape. Why? I wanted to paint something that will make everyone happy. A 5-year-old, but also 85-year-old. Something that people see and instantly understand. I used similar stripes in one of my recent murals, and I thought that it's gonna look cool here as well. But these are clouds, and these stripes are pretty sharp. It doesn't look good because no clouds today, but clouds are fluffy. You know, there are no sharp edges in clouds in nature, so yeah. See? That looks a lot more believable than that. Díky.
Kanivo, nevidíš ten kostel, jak to odmalováváš?
Z fotky.
Rád zavolám na tebe Markizu a budeš akademický malér tam vyhlásat.
Dobre. Budem čakať.
Ahoj.
Ahoj. You know that you are doing a good job when the local boss give you a thumb up. How do I know he was the local boss? Because he was driving around with a sausage dog in his window. In the recent 2 years, I have learned a lot.
Ste malovali?
Áno.
Fakt?
Dobrý.
Brutálne. Kokos extrém. Dobre.
Tuto majiteľ sme sa našli cez internet a vravel, že tuto behá veľa turistov, respektíve chodí na bicykloch a tak.
Hej no, to je pravda, že tu chodí strašne veľa ľudí. Dobre, brutálne.
Ďakujem pekne, to sa vždy dobre počúva.
Tak nech sa vám darí.
Ďakujem pekne.
Dojdem sa potom pozrieť, že vám označiť niekde.
To budem len rád. No. Oh yeah. Over the last 2 years, I studied a lot of art theory, and you would say that it's gonna make me more confident and fast, and it does, but sometimes the opposite happens. Like, I try to prepare so well for projects, and I stress about all the rules that I know now. Like, where's the focal point? Are the colors saturated in the right way? Are the values consistent? Is the contrast okay? Like, things I have had no idea about. I mean, I have been painting for 19 years, 18. And it's crazy to realize that only for the last 2, I feel like I really know what I'm doing. But what I realized is that before, when I did not know these things, it was actually freeing because I just went painting and I did not paint a perfect painting because I couldn't, I didn't have the skills, but I just painted and yeah. Long time no see, huh? Anyways, what I wanted to say is that this painting you see right here, it's truly messy. Like when you are up close, it's a total mess. But from back here, I actually love it. I just feel like I'm messing around and it works. I mean, it works. But like what I realize right now, you need to know the knowledge to mess around because you still kind of know what you are doing. But when you don't have the knowledge and you just mess around, well, then you make a mess. Day number 4. The temperature is a lot better today. Let's take advantage of that. Alrighty guys, I had a lot of fun with this part of the painting, with the landscape. And it's time to say whether this painting is a success or not. You have already seen a lot of reactions, all of them positive. But this last one truly got me.
Ja, ty jsem maloval.
Ano.
Pěkné.
Děkuji.
Nádhera, kamaráde.
Děkuji.
Kostol, to je pěkné.
This older man was super happy with the painting. And that showed me that my choice of design that I mentioned previously was right. At least for me, it's rare that older people praise my work. And it's not just that. Me personally, I absolutely love this painting. And I believe it completely changed the feeling tourists will have while entering the village. Mission accomplished. Every single person crossing by looked at the painting. You guys let me know what you think about the painting in the comments below. And with that said, guys, this is it.